Hey guys, Ovilee May with ESPN Esports. I'm here with Doublelift, and it happened. You guys pulled off your first win at Worlds. Is the win a sigh of relief for the momentum that the team needs to keep going?
It's more of a sigh of relief than anything. I feel like, and I've said this before, but I feel like we might have just played our worst game yet at Worlds, but we still won because it was mad, which, they just played really poorly. But, I mean, there are some positives to glean from every one of our games, win or lose, and also some negatives. I think our team's problem, by the way, is, we just overcompensate so much for a weakness. Like, the first two games against KT and EDG, we're playing too fast, and we're just, we get flustered, and then in response to, being presented with an unfamiliar situation, we force something. And not everyone's on the same page. So then what we did against Mad, when we should have stopped them in 30 minutes, but it ended up being 36 minutes, we're just let's just check them out and just starve them until we win and take things really slowly, one step at a time, without any chance of throwing. So it's that kind of win doesn't feel the greatest, because then people will just be like, why didn't they close that faster? And I know the feeling is why didn't we just close that faster? So yeah, we really we took lessons away each time, but we might have skewed too far. And I don't know, we played really well early game. Actually, we played so well, and then it just doesn't matter because we played like apes later on, too slow.
I wanted to ask, how did the team basically come together? Because I know that the last time I talked to you, said that the roster's there, the mentality's there, the skill is potentially there, but just everyone wasn't playing to their fullest. So did the team come together today, or was it just a string of lucky plays?
Yeah, I think we came together. There's some pretty stupid stuff, like when Utali was coming bot and then Ole still died to the gank. And I think I was playing way too scared as well. I could have killed Tom Kench for a trade kill on the gank, and then a couple fights, I literally could just flash into their backline, kill them all. But I recognized in the game, right as I'm doing it, I'm like, why am I not doing that? I would have done it in solo queue, I would have done it in scrims. Why am I not doing it on stage? I would have done it in NLCS finals. Honestly, if it was game 5 NLCS finals, I would have done it. I think there's just this mental stress and block that people have at Worlds that doesn't let them play at their best. And I think we're slowly breaking it down and moving past it. It was really, really stressful to be 0-2. I think 1 and 2 is a big relief.
So, I mean, it sounds like you guys just have a lot of pressure. I mean, it is the biggest international, and you're playing on the global stage here with this tournament. But one good thing, we saw that Steve walked in here today. So did he give the team any encouraging words before the game?
Steve is, yeah, he's this really jovial guy who comes in. He's he's saying that he's our good luck charm, and he's just really sincere. He actually came to Korea. I think he got really sick. He said he was on an IV for a couple days in a random hotel in Busan. No one spoke English, so he's but he said it sounded terrible, that he is extremely sick and in a hospital for 2 days. But then he's but everyone was so nice to me, and they kept bringing me soup, and the nurses were super caring. And then he walked out, he had to pay anything either. Shout out to American Healthcare. So anyways, yeah, I didn't want to turn this very political, but it's Steve came, and I guess he is a good luck charm. He was right.
So there's a metaphor. Steve came, he was sick, Team Liquid was a little sick, but now you guys are all good.
That's so good, actually. Yes, we were sick, but now we're getting better. We're healing.
You're healing. The one thing I don't have a metaphor for is spoke with a couple other people and analysts, and they said that, Team Liquid is really thirsty when it comes to trying to get that dragon, and it looks like a lot of the other teams have kind of picked up on that. So are you guys going to try to change up anything without revealing too much strategy?
Because that's what everyone says, and also that is the point in the game where we threw the biggest leads against KT and EDG. We do have more caution around drag, but the truth is that we would have gotten those dragons and we would have won the fight afterwards if we were just doing it together on the same page. The problem that we had is just we just lose our minds and we stop communicating with each other, and we stop we're just all playing our own individual lanes and our own individual kind of lines of thought, and then we start dragon and it's oh shit, we lost. So yeah, I think our playstyle and our identity will remain the same, but the way that we carry it out will change.
And you guys have 2 days in preparation before you have that marathon of Group C running around. So what's going to happen in those 2 days that's going to push Team Liquid back to the top?
Well, Eugene always says TL never give up. It's a shout out to Royal, never give up. So yeah, I mean that's kind of our mentality, you know, just never give up and just play our best. Because if we play our best, we will beat KT and EDG. Like we will end groups 4-2. Actually, if we just stop playing like idiots, like if we play at our actual level, but yeah, there's a chance that we come into, you know, the first game against KT and it flops and like it feels kind of like bad momentum to come into the elimination day on a loss against KT. So yeah, if we win the first game, things would look really nice.
And I think this tweet went out when you were in the game, so you didn't see it. But I Will Dominate coming out with a spicy tweet saying that he thinks that some of the players who are saying, like, I'm here prepping, I'm here giving it all, my all, are kind of full of crap when he throws in the relevance of how many Fortnite games are being played and how much time is being spent on WoW. Do you have any thoughts on his comments?
Jesus. I think there is like validity to the comments when like somebody comes in and they say like, oh, you know, like I poured myself into it, but they're like I played WoW in the last month or 2 months leading up to Worlds. But I think it all depends on like, I don't know, I guess context. I think I did see his tweet. He said like somebody played over 100 Fortnite games in like leading up to like playoffs. Yeah. That shit is unacceptable for sure. But like if you are spending like the time that you, I guess like time to just like clear your head doing other stuff, where like some people go to the gym, some people play other games, some people just like go out for a walk or just chill, watch YouTube. Everyone does that. I think like the mindset that there is like this robot out there who every waking hour he's playing solo queue or he is like grinding, that's a myth. That's a hard myth.
To be fair, I think a Freak of Freaks plays and scrims like 16, 18 hours.
Mm-hmm. They do. They are legendary for being the only team in the world that does a fourth block.
Well, don't worry. I think I can help you carry you through some of those mythic 10s after Worlds. But Peter, thank you so much again. And that's it for us here. But for more league coverage, check us out at ESPN Esports.